Hi, I'm Justin Smith, and this is my interview for Fandango Latin America.
Hola amigos de Fandango, soy Samantha Seraph y hoy día nos encontramos con Justice Smith, protagonista de Detective Pikachu.
Hi.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So there I was. I woke up with a heavy case of amnesia in the middle of nowhere. The only clue to my past is Harry's name and address inside this hat. So I made my way to the apartment, and that's when I found you and your stapler gun.
Stop talking! You're a hallucination!
You're a hallucination.
So Detective Pikachu follows Tim's story. He arrives to Rhyme City. What can you tell us about your character?
Sure, I played Tim Goodman, who is I would say a cynical young man who has a complicated relationship with his father, hasn't seen him in a few years, and has rejected kind of this Pokemon lifestyle because of it. And then when his father goes missing, he has to team up with Detective Pikachu in order to find him, and he realizes that he's more like his father than he thought, and that the love he's always had for Pokemon at a young age has always been there.
Look, you can talk to humans, I can talk to Pokemon. And if you want to find your pops, we're gonna need each other.
No, I don't need a Pokemon.
What about a world-class detective?
So he's not a huge fan of Pokemon, but were you?
I was a huge fan of Pokemon, yeah. It was kind of a stretch for me to play Tim because I had all the original cards, I played the games, I watched the anime, I had figurines of Pokemon around my house. Yeah, huge fan.
Ah, my clues!
What is all this?
Harry is still alive. Case closed, but still open until I solve it.
This is not the first time you work with CGI. How much different was the experience in Detective Pikachu and Jurassic World?
Jurassic was a little easier because all I had to do was run away screaming, and in this I actually had to interact and respond in real time to something that wasn't there. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. I definitely feel like Jurassic was a training ground for doing this movie. And, you know, it just feels like playing pretend. It feels like when you're a kid and you have an imaginary friend, it's just kind of like tapping into that mentality, which makes it easier.
All right, here it is. Harry faked his own death. Or somebody else faked Harry's death.
So Jurassic World was more like action-packed, but this has emotional scenes. Was it harder?
No. I mean, the emotional scenes, the emotional content and the general heartwarming story at the center of the film is what drew me to the film, because I think big films like this are incredible at entertaining audiences, at giving people what they want in terms of action and stimulus, but also, when done right, are amazing at Trojan horsing these human stories and this relatable content. And I think that this movie does that so beautifully, but I think the Pokemon Company also has done that since the beginning. If you watch the original anime, characters like Brock had complicated relationships with his family, and so it was just cool to see that translate over to the first live-action film.
Mm-hmm. And did you feel any pressure to be working with such a beloved franchise?
Not really pressure. I felt more excitement because I was such a big fan, and I knew that I was playing a character that wasn't previously popularized, even though he was established in the Detective Pikachu game. I felt like I had liberty to explore and establish my own place in the franchise.
And did you grow closer to Pikachu, to this Pikachu?
I mean, yeah, I definitely know more about Pokemon in general than I've ever known before. And I mean, this Pikachu is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So that definitely helps. I remember when I first saw the puppet on set, the lifelike puppet, I couldn't contain my happiness. The child in me was just freaking out. I was nerding out on set.
How was the production?
It was incredible. I mean, Rob Letterman, our director, did a really good job of shooting on location as much as possible, using as little green screen as possible, because when you have an IP like this where it's all about the magic, it's all about the fantasy and the powers. You want to undercut it with as much realism as you can to give it that balance, you know, that perfect blend of storytelling. And I think that's what Rob did amazingly in the final edit of the film. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share it with people.
Now, obviously, I've dealt with this putz before, so I'll just do it again.
Hey, bud. What are you doing?
I can't do it when people are watching.
And in the Pokemon universe, when characters go, often they return. Can we expect Tim back?
I hope so. I mean, it definitely helps if people go see the first one for there to be a sequel. I mean, I would love to explore Tim's arc further. And just in general, see more Pokemon. There's 807 Pokemon, and there's only so many in the movie, or so many we can put in the movie, so I would love to see more in a sequel.
And how was your reaction after seeing the movie for the first time? Because you've seen it in the premiere, right?
Yeah, I saw it at the premiere. The first time I saw it, the animation wasn't finished, but the film was still solid. And then when I saw it with the finished animation, I was just blown away. I mean, it's just always how I wanted to see these characters realized, with texture and walking around like animals. I mean, it's every kid's dream come true.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
Get him. He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that. Oh, he's on a bike. Quick, get in front of him.
Stop.
Oh, no. He's going down hard, Tim. Should have worn a helmet.